Hi. Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you, my sis, for clicking on the notification as soon as it got to you. My name is Uche. For people that don't know me, my name is Uche. I'm a mommy YouTuber and I'm based in Spain. I'm a mother of 4. Yes. So when I talk, what I want to talk about is something I have talk about what motherhood has done to me. I want to say first of all that being a mother, oh my God, I see it as a privilege. It's one of the things that's my daily thanksgiving every day, because I know it's a privilege to be a mother, honestly. And it's something I want every woman that is looking for 1 or 2 or 3, as many as you want. I always pray that being a mother shouldn't be something any woman will be deprived of. Is a good thing. I used to tell people that being a mother is not how many times you meet your husband. It's just by the grace of God, and it's a privilege. Because if you check it like that, the people that are looking for the fruit of the womb, like, they do it triple times more than people that that I think, and I know, yeah, I think so. It's a privilege to be a mother. However, there are still changes. Jump right into it. So one of the things that one of the changes that motherhood has done to me, of course, which everybody experience, almost everybody, is our body. As a teenager and an adult, before motherhood, I'm somebody that my stomach is always tucked in. I have flat tummy right from from teenage age. I'm somebody that maybe if you finish eating, you'll be asking like, I thought both of us ate this food. Where did your own enter? That kind of thing, because my stomach is always flat, and it's not like I'm very slim. But even after my first son, it wasn't that bad. But the more the children, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one, it's as if it's expanding by the day. Yeah, my body is one change or one thing motherhood has done to me. Even though we're working on it, I'm grateful. At least the children came, and the watching of the weight is something I have control over. I can watch it. So that is one thing, one change motherhood. The second one is time. Time. I don't have a time of my own. As a young girl, even before motherhood, when I got married, like I said in my other video, I stayed a year, before I joined my husband. Prior to being a mother, I had time to myself, and I'm somebody that likes keeping to time. I don't like it when you give me an appointment and I'm late for the appointment. So I'm always somebody that keeps to time. So also I want other people to keep to time. So, but since I'm not living my life again, it's like my children are now dictating, my time, more or less. It's just like my working place. I'm one of, not that I come to work late though, but I'm one of the people that if they know I'll come to work, but they will, if everybody comes and I don't come, they'll wait for me knowing that I will come. But circumstances, do you understand? So because I have to wait for my children to come back from school, I have to feed them before I leave, and other things too. If we have an occasion, and maybe it's the same time or 1 hour thereabouts, if it's a wedding or something like that, and we cannot go with all our children, it's either my husband goes with 2, I'll go with the other 2, or I'll stay at home, then he'll go with that kind of thing. So the children are dictating our time, how we manage our time, especially here we don't have help. So considering time, I don't have a time of my own. So that's why sometimes when you have not been in somebody's shoes, you will not really appreciate the person. I'm saying this point because prior to the time I became a mother, that time we want to get married, there was a time it was in vogue that mother-in-law, they have a problem and all that. Like, and when you come in, they think you're coming to take their children and all that. Meanwhile, they have lived their lives. Now that I'm a mother, I'm like, which life, Seth? which life did the mother live? Because now I know that mothers basically live their lives for their children, parents, but especially the mothers. They live their lives for their children. There's no life that they live though. Do you understand? That's why sometimes if I appreciate my mother, honestly, I appreciate her. That's why sometimes if I remember that she's not around, it pains me. Like, if she was around, I will spoil her like silly. And every day, I'm sure I'll be calling her to tell her how grateful I am. I'm telling you, because sometimes some things they did that time, not out of hatred, they did it because they love us. Now I'm beginning to appreciate. To my mother-in-law, I'll tell my husband, anything she asks you to do for her, unless it's something we cannot afford. You know, I appreciate every mother. That's why sometimes if I see people mistreat their mothers, I'm not saying there are mothers that are not, or mothers-in-law that are not good, but if you're not perfect, then you learn to manage them. Do you understand? Everybody has his or her own flaws. Now that I am a mother, I tend to appreciate my mother, my parents, but my mother mostly because she did a very good job. So with my mother-in-law. So I appreciate every mother. So I'm also telling people, if there's just forgive your parents and appreciate them. They might not be perfect, but appreciate them, especially your mother. If there's anything they ask at this their old age, if you can, just do it for them. If you can, just do it for them. Children are dictating our lives for us, basically, now. Okay? Yeah. Number three is finance. Before I became a mother, I think about what to buy for myself. You know, what to do for myself is always me. Now that the children are here, definitely you want to give your children the best. You want to give them the best of everything, not only material things, but you have to. You try your best so that it will not be like you're a failure. So I consider my children first. If my children need like clothes, sometimes I forget myself because they're my priority. So I spend more money on them. I give them what I feel is right for them before I even start thinking for myself. And at the end of the day, sometimes you might spend on them and you will not have enough for yourself. I spend more on them, more than I spend on myself. I have more expenses now. It's not maybe only me and my husband. We have more mouth. Motherhood has made me, this one came naturally. Like as you're transiting from being single and being a wife to being a mother, you just find out naturally that you start, having mothers as friends as well. It's something that comes naturally. At some point you'll be asking, where are those my friends again? You find out that those your friends as well. Most of them are married and they are all mothers. It's not something I chose. Do you understand? Your friends automatically change. They will change by the day. It comes naturally. So motherhood has made, the circle of my friends change from just being, women to being mothers. So that is it. That's another thing motherhood has done to me. So, and it's a good thing though. Sleep. Sleep. I think since I had my Munachi, my first son, Madre mia, I'm not sure I've had like 6 hours sleep straight. No, I've not. Honestly, if I check it, no. Even now, I feel like my system, I'm used to it. Even now that they've grown, apart from my Justin that is 2 years, the system has changed. Sometimes I'll be awake. I'll not be doing anything, but I'll just be awake because I don't feel sleepy. Then during the day, I'll feel sleepy. So my sleeping system has changed, basically. I don't feel sleepy at night because at night, that time, children, are always awake. That first 3 months that you have them, that they're always awake. I don't know. I just got used to it. My system just got used to being awake in the night and feeling sleep in the morning. But you cannot sleep in the morning because they're awake and there's no way you can sleep. At least for now, until maybe they become teenagers. Yes. So my sleeping system has totally, motherhood has made me, I don't know if I'm the only person in this, this era. Motherhood has made me, I'm more emotional now, I think. I know I'm more emotional. Not that I'm hardened, but I'm more emotional now that I have children. I don't like it when something bad happens to a child. I don't know how to, or maybe that's why I feel it feels strange to me that a mother is maltreating, a help, because that help is somebody's child. Do you understand? So I feel very emotional now that I'm a mother. I feel if a child is hurt or something happens to a child. There was a time this some boys that they said they were cultists or something in Port Harcourt. I don't know if you can remember that time. Since I didn't watch all the clips, but when I watched that, I didn't recover from that thing for months. Like young boys of maybe 17, 18 years, 19 years, people were just hitting them. Jesus, the thought of it, eh? Oh my God. And I don't like seeing, children suffering, or I don't know how to explain it, but I noticed that I'm more emotional now that I'm a mother. I don't know if I'm the only person in this level. Please let me know if you have sorts, if you're suddenly becoming so emotional towards children and stuff like that. Let me know in the comment section, right? Okay. Yeah, motherhood has made my prayer life deeper, or how will I say it? Yes, it's more deeper, because before I became a mother, not that I don't pray, I pray, but now that I'm a mother, because while growing up, I don't know if this is because of what I learned from my mother. While growing up as a teenager, I had this confidence in my mother, that she prayer covers us. We see it and we know it. She prayer covers us. Do you understand? So when I became a mother, naturally that thing came to me. I don't know if it's because she used to do it, or I feel now I have more responsibility. I feel these ones are dependent on me. So not only will I provide for them, the physical and the financial, I also feel that I have to prayer prove them. Something like that. So my prayer life obviously has gotten deeper. Anytime I feel weak in praying, sometimes for their sake, I have the need, like I feel I need to prayer proof, cover proof my children. So it has improved my prayer life as well. Do you understand? Not because I don't pray, basically because of them. I know I'm supposed to pray, but the fact that I have people that are dependent on me, I feel I need to safeguard them as well, both physically. Being a mother has also changed me to be a better person. Even though I don't have a girl, but I always constantly think, living a better life, so that my children will kind of, not a role model because they're not women, but somebody they look up to. Because I remember there was a time when we were growing up, the time I fought with my sister, my elder sister, my mother, when she was flogging us, she was asking us, have you people seen me fighting with your father? Have you people seen me fighting with your uncle? Meaning, if we had seen her, would have said, you fight with this kind of person. So I feel my children are looking up to me. So that has made me, I try my best to be better. I try to not to do certain things because I know they are looking up to me. Because I know that I have, descendants. I have my descendants that are looking up to me. Yeah, motherhood has made me, live a life of compromise. I live a life of compromise. I know a lot of mothers are like that as well. So before I became a mother, I used to say, I had this picture. My children will go to school, maybe weekdays, me, I'll go to work and all that. But weekends, strictly, I will teach them. Whenever they come back from school, we do the assignment. We'll have all the time. When they watch TV, they watch TV 2 times and 2 hours in a day, not more than 2 hours. On Saturday, they will do their homework. They will do their house chores, and they will do these things. I ask myself, Uche, how far? Because these days, I call them, they are my flatmates. Anywhere you go, they will follow you. So I'll be the one to ask them, would you people go and watch TV? Meanwhile, this was not what I thought or what I imagined, I would tell them to do. There was a particular one I asked my children one day. They came and said to them, is it not Madrid? Like, I know what I'm saying because I'm not a football, I'm not that I don't watch football, but I'm not a fan of football. So I was like, is Madrid or Barca? I think one group should be Barca, be? They are playing match today. Giovanni, my second son, said, Mommy, this question you asked me is what kind of weird question is that? Inside of me, I felt, what do you mean by this kind of weird question? This question is weird. Is it today, not Saturday? Won't Barcelona or Madrid play today? And he told me, that the league is over. I'm like, Chineke me. The league is over, but I just want them to leave me alone and go and watch their television. I said, okay, you should go and put the TV. If they are not playing football, you should go and look for something to watch. Just leave me alone, let me rest. So motherhood has made me live a life of compromise. I compromise. I became a mother. I have been living a life of compromise. And I forgive myself because it's not easy. Now is motherhood has my mental health. Before I think about, before I became a mother, I'll think about myself, how I'm going to be a mother. I think about the performance of my children in school. Children are different. There's a place there's an area this child is doing well, and you expect this one to do well in that aspect as well. So they are different. They are distinctive, in most of the things that you maybe these two. They are doing this thing perfectly and this one is not. You want that one to do, or maybe sometimes you're not thinking about only yourself. You're thinking about the children's future. You're thinking about the present time. You're thinking about their academics. You're thinking a lot of things. So sometimes you need to pause. So motherhood has made it's like you have so many antennas. When, before a mother, you're just thinking straight. What are we going to eat today? So, what is the next thing? What is the next step? What about now as a mother, I think vast. I think about the future of this one. I think while you're thinking about the future, you think about the present, the people you're planning the future for. How is their performance in the present time? Apart from their performance in school, you think about their character, their behavior, and a lot of things. You have to, the friends that they keep. Do you understand? Maybe think about all those things. A lot of things, honestly, that you have to think about. And while you're thinking about times, motherhood can make you can be overwhelmed by this motherhood of a thing. But at the end of the day, it's a blessing. Because if it is done well, it is rewarding, so rewarding. I admire, anytime I see people that all their children are so useful, I admire them a lot. So these are the changes that motherhood has. I want to know your experience as a mother, the changes that you have experienced as a mother. Okay, let me know your experiences as a mother, the things that the children have done to you. Sometimes you feel like you have gone loco. Or local. You have gone local. Sometimes you feel normal, and sometimes they make you really proud, and tell me how they have drained your finance or they have improved your finance. And I will see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye.